Did you know? Some of the vitamins you take every day might be silently weakening your legs. You wake up in the morning, stretch your arms, and reach for your daily vitamins, thinking you're fueling your body for strength, longevity, and energy. But what if some of those very supplements, the ones you trust, the ones you've been told are good for you, are quietly stealing strength from your legs? It's a question few people ask. Especially after 60, when we're told to take more vitamins, add more supplements, protect your bones and joints. And many do, faithfully. But here's the unsettling truth: for a growing number of seniors, the very things meant to support their health might actually be undermining it. Little by little. Pill by pill. It doesn't happen overnight. One day, your legs just feel heavier. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. Climbing the stairs feels like lifting bricks. Your balance isn't quite what it used to be. And you think, maybe it's just aging. But maybe it's not. If you've been dealing with unexplained muscle weakness, frequent leg cramps, or find yourself struggling to stand without wobbling, your supplements might be playing a hidden role. Because not all vitamins are harmless. Not all dosages are safe. And some combinations, especially with age-related medications, can silently disrupt muscle function, mineral balance, or even your nervous system. And here's why that matters. Weaker legs don't just mean slower walks. They mean greater risk of falls, more chances of injury, and over time, a slow erosion of your independence. That's why in this video, we're pulling back the curtain. We'll uncover 5 popular supplements that may be silently harming your leg strength, your balance, and your mobility. We'll explain exactly how they affect your body, and more importantly, what safer alternatives you can consider instead. Because it's not about avoiding vitamins altogether, it's about understanding which ones work for you, and which ones might be working against you. And by the end, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to walk stronger, steadier, and with more confidence for many years to come. So if you're over 60, or caring for someone who is, don't miss this. Your legs, and your future, may depend on it. Before we dive into the first supplement on our list, if you find value in content like this, stories that reveal what's often overlooked, insights that protect your health and independence, then I invite you to do 3 simple things. Like this video to let us know it matters. Share it with someone you care about, especially if they're over 60 and taking supplements. And subscribe to our channel for more honest, science-backed guidance for a strong, confident life in your later years. Because your journey matters. And we're here to walk it with you, one steady step at a time. Now, let's begin with the first supplement that might be quietly weakening your legs. Supplement number 1, iron pills. At first glance, it makes perfect sense. Iron helps your blood carry oxygen. Without enough of it, you can feel tired, dizzy, weak. So many older adults reach for iron supplements each day, believing they're doing something right, something essential, to stay strong. But here's a startling question most never ask. What if those iron pills, instead of fueling your body, are slowly draining your energy and weakening your legs? You see, unlike younger adults, most seniors don't need extra iron. In fact, the body's iron needs decrease with age. And yet, millions of older adults keep taking iron supplements out of habit or because of outdated advice passed down over the years. The problem? Excess iron doesn't just leave your body. It builds up in your tissues, your organs, and yes, even your muscles. Over time, that buildup starts to interfere with how your muscles function. It can lead to persistent fatigue, unexplained soreness, and a slow, steady decline in strength. And it doesn't stop there. Iron is a highly reactive mineral. In large amounts, it can trigger something called oxidative stress, a cellular storm of unstable molecules, known as free radicals, that damage muscle fibers and surrounding tissue. This kind of invisible, internal damage makes recovery harder, inflammation more likely, and muscles more fragile over time. So if you've ever wondered why your legs feel sore after just a short walk, if you've felt a deep, heavy ache that lingers long after movement, if your muscles just don't seem to bounce back anymore, Iron overload could be the silent culprit. Even more troubling, excess iron can disrupt your magnesium levels, just like calcium does when taken in excess. And magnesium is vital. It regulates muscle relaxation, nerve function, and even the way your legs handle physical stress. When magnesium is low, you are more prone to stiffness, cramping, and that awful middle-of-the-night leg pain that wakes you from sleep. So while you may chalk it all up to just getting older, your body may be trying to tell you something else. It's not age, it's an imbalance. Here's the good news. Unless a doctor has specifically diagnosed you with iron deficiency, chances are you don't need iron supplements at all. Most older adults get more than enough iron from their daily meals, especially if they eat lean meats, dark leafy greens, beans, or fortified cereals. And here's the part no one talks about. Too much iron is far more dangerous than too little. Why? Because your body doesn't have a natural way to flush out the excess. Once it's in, it stays and slowly accumulates. So what's the better approach? Instead of taking iron pills, focus on improving your body's ability to absorb iron naturally. Combine iron-rich foods with vitamin C sources like citrus fruits, strawberries, or bell peppers. That pairing boosts absorption safely and gently. Before you pop another iron tablet, pause and ask yourself, do I really have low iron? Or is my fatigue coming from somewhere else? Because far too many seniors are misled. They assume their tiredness must be anemia. But in reality, it's often another supplement or combination of them quietly throwing off their internal balance. And the next one on our list? It's a vitamin widely believed to support overall health, but when taken in excess, it may quietly sabotage your coordination, your balance, and the very strength that keeps you walking each day. Supplement number 2, calcium pills. For decades, one message has echoed loud and clear. Take your calcium, or your bones will break. It's been preached by doctors, echoed in commercials, and passed down like sacred advice from well-meaning friends and family. And so, many older adults follow that advice, faithfully swallowing calcium tablets every morning, hoping to protect their bones from the slow creep of aging. But what if that well-intended habit is quietly working against you? What if those calcium supplements, instead of building strength, are subtly draining it from your muscles, from your legs? Here's the part most people never hear. Too much calcium, especially from supplements, can slowly sabotage your muscles. The sign starts small. Maybe you feel a bit heavier walking up the stairs. Maybe your calves cramp at night. Maybe standing up from a chair takes more effort than it used to. You brush it off, thinking it's age, dehydration, or just a long day on your feet. But under the surface, something far more complex is unfolding. Yes, calcium is vital for muscle contraction. But it's only one part of the equation. Your muscles need a delicate mineral balance, especially between calcium and magnesium, to function properly. And this is where supplements tip the scale. Calcium pills often flood the body with more than it needs, disrupting that crucial balance. Without enough magnesium to counteract, your muscles may become stiff, sluggish, and prone to cramps. Instead of feeling grounded and strong, you may find yourself struggling just to rise from a chair. You may feel winded after a simple walk around the block, not because you're out of shape, but because your muscles aren't getting the support they need. But the danger runs even deeper. Excess calcium can contribute to arterial calcification, where calcium begins to accumulate in your blood vessels. This narrows circulation, reducing blood flow to the muscles, especially those in your legs. And without proper blood flow, your muscles are starved of oxygen and nutrients. That leads to fatigue, weakness, and a strange sensation of your legs not cooperating, as if they've stopped listening to your commands. You might feel fine one day, and unexpectedly exhausted the next, unable to explain why walking from the bedroom to the kitchen felt like a marathon. And yet, this is incredibly common. Studies show that many older adults are unknowingly oversupplementing calcium, even when their diets already provide more than enough. Between dairy, leafy greens, almonds, and fortified foods, most people are already meeting or exceeding their calcium needs. So, what should you do instead? First, question the assumption. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean your body needs calcium pills. Focus on a balanced nutritional approach, one that includes not only calcium-rich foods, but also magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2. These nutrients work together to guide calcium into your bones, not your muscles or arteries. And before you reach for that next tablet, pause. Ask yourself, is this pill truly making me stronger? Or is it secretly making my legs weaker? Sometimes, the smallest shifts, like getting your minerals from whole foods instead of pills, can make the biggest difference. A difference between shuffling with uncertainty and walking with renewed confidence. And remember this. Calcium isn't the only supplement with hidden risks. There's another one, a daily habit many seniors trust without question, that might be slowly draining your energy and exhausting your muscles. You won't expect what it is. But once you know, you'll never look at your supplement shelf the same way again. Supplement number 3. Vitamin E. Praised for its antioxidant power. Linked to heart health, youthful skin, and sharper thinking. For years, it's been marketed as a daily must-have, especially for those over 60 looking to slow the march of time. So it's no surprise many older adults take it without question, trusting it to protect what matters most, their vitality. But here's the twist no one talks about. What if the very vitamin meant to preserve your strength is actually eroding it, step by step, day by day? The truth is, your body does need vitamin E. In small, natural amounts, it plays a vital role in cell repair and immune function. But like so many things in health, more is not always better. And when taken in high doses through supplements, vitamin E can quietly disrupt the delicate balance your muscles and nerves need to stay strong and stable. The signs don't scream. They whisper. Maybe your balance feels off. Maybe your legs feel less steady than they used to. Maybe you find yourself stumbling over things you would have easily dodged before. You chalk it up to age. Or maybe a bad night's sleep. But in reality, excess vitamin E may be silently working against you in two very specific and dangerous ways. First, it interferes with vitamin K, a crucial nutrient responsible for proper blood clotting and muscular health. When vitamin E levels are too high, it can counteract the function of vitamin K. That means your blood doesn't clot the way it should, and your muscles may not receive the steady flow of nutrients and oxygen they need to stay energized and responsive. The result? Sluggish muscle performance. Easier bruising from the smallest bumps. A slow but steady loss of coordination. And if you've ever felt like your legs just weren't listening, this imbalance could be a hidden reason why. Second, vitamin E acts as a natural blood thinner, a benefit in small doses for heart health, but a hazard when overdone. Thin blood can lead to dizziness, fatigue, and yes, poor balance. Especially when standing up quickly or moving suddenly. The sensation of the room tilting, the legs giving way, or your footing faltering, it may not be your age. It might be the pill. Studies have confirmed it. Older adults taking high-dose vitamin E supplements face a higher risk of falls. A bitter irony, people take it to stay healthy, only to find themselves more unstable, more prone to injury, more vulnerable. So, what's the answer? It's not about fearing vitamin E. It's about choosing the right source. Your body is incredibly wise. It knows how to process vitamin E from real food, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and vegetable oils. In these forms, the vitamin is packaged with other nutrients that keep it in check. But with supplements? It's easy to overshoot and hard to notice the damage until it shows up in your stride, your strength, your steps. So before you reach for another capsule, ask yourself this. Is this helping me stay strong? Or quietly making me more fragile? Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about stability, control, confidence in your every step. And as we've seen, even the most reputable vitamins can chip away at that if used without care. But we're not done yet. Coming up next is a vitamin that sounds like it should be helping your muscles. It's marketed for bone strength, energy, and performance. But when overused, it can cause tightness, cramps, and unexpected leg weakness, making every movement feel like an uphill climb. You won't believe what it is. Supplement number 4, high-dose vitamin D. You've probably heard it more times than you can count. You need vitamin D for strong bones. And it's true to a degree. That's why so many doctors recommend it, and why millions of older adults take it every single day, without a second thought. But here's the question no one asks. What happens when you take too much? What if this so-called muscle-supporting vitamin is actually draining the strength from your legs, causing cramps, stiffness, and a strange, persistent fatigue? Let's be clear, your body does need vitamin D. It plays a crucial role in bone density, immune health, and yes, even muscle function. But here's the catch. More is not always better. And when vitamin D is taken in high doses, especially through daily supplements, it can create a silent storm in your body. The biggest risk? Calcium buildup in the bloodstream. Known as hypercalcemia, this condition occurs when there's more calcium circulating in your blood than your body can manage. Now, calcium belongs in your bones, not floating aimlessly in your bloodstream. When it ends up in the wrong place, it can trigger a cascade of issues. Muscle stiffness, painful cramps, long-term muscle fatigue. If your legs have been feeling tight or sore for no clear reason. If simple movements wear you out more than they used to. Vitamin D overload could be to blame. And here's the part that surprises most people. Many seniors continue taking high doses of vitamin D based on outdated advice. They assume aging equals deficiency. But in reality, most people already get enough from fortified foods, milk, and modest sun exposure. Add a daily high-dose pill to that mix, and suddenly, your vitamin D levels spike well beyond what your body needs. The symptoms are subtle at first. Some report leg heaviness. Others wake up in the night with severe cramps. Still others feel unusually tired, even when the rest of their health seems fine. These signs are often brushed off as just getting older. But behind the scenes, your muscles may be struggling with mineral imbalance. Because here's what too much vitamin D also does. It increases calcium absorption, yes, but at the cost of your magnesium and potassium levels, two minerals essential for healthy muscle relaxation. Without enough of them, your muscles don't just get tired, they lock up. You get that burning, rigid feeling in your calves. That cramp that won't let go. That lingering sense of leg weakness that doesn't match your activity level. But there's good news. This is completely avoidable. Before you add another vitamin D pill to your routine, ask your doctor to check your current levels. You might be surprised to learn you're already in the optimal range, or even too high. Instead of relying on high-dose pills, try a more balanced approach. Step outside in the morning sun for 10 to 15 minutes. Enjoy vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy. Your body knows how to handle vitamin D from real food and gentle sunlight. It's safer, steadier, and far less likely to overload your system. So next time you reach for that soft gel capsule, pause and ask, am I giving my body what it truly needs, or silently setting myself up for cramps, fatigue, and stiff legs? And if this surprised you, brace yourself, because the next supplement on our list is even more unexpected. It's often taken to support nerve health and boost energy. But when overused, it may do the exact opposite, leading to numbness, instability, and long-term muscle damage that can make each step feel like a struggle. Supplement number 5, vitamin B6. It's often promoted as essential for energy, brain clarity, and healthy nerve function. You'll find it in multivitamins, protein powders, breakfast cereals, and even energy drinks. Vitamin B6, or pyridoxine, is everywhere. And for many older adults, it's become a trusted daily ritual. They take it hoping to boost their metabolism, sharpen their memory, and protect their nervous system. But what if that very supplement, the one you count on to keep you strong and steady, is slowly turning against you. Unlike certain vitamins that the body can easily flush out, vitamin B6 has a dark side when taken in excess. It accumulates. And over time, that accumulation can trigger a condition known as peripheral neuropathy. A breakdown of the nerves that control muscle movement, especially in the legs and feet. It doesn't start with pain. It starts with something far more subtle. A faint tingling in the toes. A slight weakness when standing. A strange, disconnected feeling, like you're walking on pillows or floating just above the ground. Many seniors describe it as though their feet are there, but they can't quite feel them. That lack of grounding leads to missteps, stumbles, and a creeping sense of instability. At first, it seems harmless. But over time, this slow nerve damage can rob you of mobility, and with it, your independence. Here's what makes it even more dangerous. Most people have no idea they're consuming too much. They might be taking a high-dose B6 supplement, 50 milligrams or more, thinking it's helpful. But that's nearly 30 times the recommended daily intake for older adults, which is just 1.7 milligrams. And they don't realize that they're stacking sources. A multivitamin in the morning. A fortified cereal at breakfast. A scoop of protein powder after lunch. A so-called energy shot in the afternoon. All adding up to a level the body can no longer safely process. And once that tipping point is reached, the damage begins, quietly. Muscle strength fades. Balance wobbles. Confidence in every step begins to disappear. So what's the solution? It's refreshingly simple. Skip the pill. Choose the plate. Nature has already given us perfectly balanced sources of vitamin B6. Found in bananas, chicken, salmon, potatoes. These foods offer just the right amount, in a form your body understands and regulates with ease. If you've been experiencing unexplained leg weakness, tingling sensations, or a growing fear of falling, it may not be your age. It may not be just the nerves. It might be your supplement cabinet. Before you reach for another high-dose B6 capsule, stop and ask, is this helping my energy or silently draining my strength? Is it protecting my nerves or quietly damaging them? Because the vitamins you take should work with your body, not against it. And now that we've revealed the hidden risks behind some of the most common supplements, there's an even more important question ahead. What else could be silently affecting your muscles, your balance, your ability to walk confidently each day? Because sometimes, the biggest danger isn't what you're missing. It's what you're taking too much of, without even knowing it. Protect your legs by getting smarter with your supplements. For many older adults, taking vitamins feels like a daily act of self-care, a quiet ritual to stay sharp, stay strong, stay young. But as we've just uncovered, not all supplements are helpful. In fact, when taken without real need or medical guidance, certain vitamins can quietly weaken your muscles, disrupt your nerves, and increase your risk of falling. The pills you trust to keep you going may be the very reason your steps feel heavier, your balance more fragile, your energy drained too soon. But let's be clear. The problem isn't the vitamins. It's how we use them. The human body thrives on balance. Every vitamin, every mineral, plays a role, but none work in isolation. When we overdo one, we throw the system off, and side effects follow. Just consider. Excess calcium can deplete magnesium and stiffen your muscles. Too much iron fuels oxidative stress, damaging your muscle tissue. High-dose vitamin E disrupts nerve function and coordination. Too much vitamin D triggers cramps and fatigue. And elevated B6 slowly erodes your nerves, leading to numbness and weakness. It's not about taking more. It's about taking what you actually need, no more, no less. True strength after 60 doesn't come from a handful of pills. It comes from understanding your body, listening closely, and making smart, measured choices. Because these issues don't appear overnight. They build, slowly, silently. Until one day, rising from a chair takes more effort than it should. Climbing stairs feels heavier. and walking through the day becomes a challenge. And the hardest part? Most people just blame age. But age isn't the enemy, imbalance is. So what should you do? Step 1, awareness. Take a closer look at your supplements and ask yourself, am I taking this because of a real deficiency or out of habit? When was the last time I had my nutrient levels checked? Or am I still following outdated advice that no longer fits my body today? Step 2, prioritize real food over synthetic pills. Your body understands nutrients best when they come from nature. Leafy greens, nuts, fish, dairy, eggs. These provide the vitamins and minerals you need in perfect, bioavailable doses. No overload. No imbalance. No hidden damage. And finally, move. Supplements may support, but movement sustains. Stretch your muscles. Walk regularly. Do gentle strength work. Because a strong leg is a used leg. Pills alone won't keep you mobile. But when you combine smart nutrition with regular movement, that's when true vitality returns. Now that you've seen which supplements may be silently working against you, the next step is learning how to rebuild leg strength naturally and protect your mobility for years to come. There are science-backed strategies that can help you regain muscle tone, improve balance, walk with steady, confident steps again, without relying on unnecessary medication. This message is shared with one simple goal: to inspire you to live more fully, more honestly, with yourself. So now I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you're going to apply in your life? Share it in the comments. Let's learn and grow together on this path of quiet, powerful change. If this video helped you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback matters deeply to us. And if you'd like to keep learning with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. And may you always walk your own path with strength, clarity, and grace.